Ever wondered what it would take to get locked up, sent home, or even banned on a cruise ship? Some of them are obvious and others will surprise you. So let's find out. Let's start off with deliberately missing the muster drill or any other mandatory safety instructions. These things are done for a reason. The cruise lines aren't going to interrupt your holiday unless they need you to do them. Some people will forget. That's why they eventually start calling your name to get it done, but if you refuse to do it, even if it's because you've done it a million times before, know that your next stop will be off the ship before it even leaves. Prescribed medications are next on the list. We all know that illegal drugs are a big no-no. I'm talking things like ecstasy. You know if you take something like this, and if you get caught, you're going to be in trouble. That's a no-brainer. But did you know that even something that you would consider safe and even prescribed by a doctor might not be permitted on a ship? The biggest one that comes to mind is medical marijuana or anything related to it. This is one of those things that ships still do not permit on a ship. If you're not sure if your medications are permitted or not, check with the ship. This is one of those things that might seem innocent, especially if you're from a country that has different laws to what the ship is operating at, but giving alcohol to someone that's underage. Ships usually operate from the laws from the country where the ship's itinerary departs and ends at. For example, for ships that depart Australia, most of the ships permit people aged 18 to drink, as that's the law here, but in places like the US, ships won't let you drink until you're 21. What makes this harder is if you're at a destination where the age to drink is lower than what the ship is, you can drink on land, but once you get back to the ship, you're still subjected to the rules of the ship. Thinking of taking a sneaky cigarette somewhere other than the designated areas on the ship? Just don't. This is one of those things they are constantly on the lookout for. They have designated smoking areas for a reason, and that's to stop the spread of fire. Cabins have caught on fire from people smoking in their cabins or on their balconies. And if you do smoke in the smoking areas, make sure you put the cigarette out into the ashtrays. Not doing so can cause fire, even if it falls into the ocean, as the ash isn't fully put out and can get sucked into the propellers. Talking about throwing the ash over the balcony, the same goes for throwing anything else over the balcony. Not only can it end up in the ocean causing pollution, it can end up in someone else's balcony, and if they're there, it can cause injury. Don't throw a fishing line over the balcony. While it might seem harmless, fishing from your balcony is a big no-no. The hook could attach to someone below on another deck. They could also not see the line and get caught up in it, causing all sorts of issues. If you do take a fishing rod, just leave it until you get to the port. The water looks nice from the balcony, so nice that you just want to jump in? Don't. Wait until you get off the ship and find a nice beach. Not only is it dangerous, but there could be laws in countries that you're breaking if you jump straight off the ship. While we're at it, climbing on the railings will get you into trouble. It might seem innocent, after all, you're trying to get that perfect angle for your picture, but what if there's a freak wave? You're going to fall off. It should go without saying after that, but going over the balcony to another balcony is also not permitted. If you've been quarantined to your room because of sickness, then the ship expects you to not leave your room. Food will be delivered to you. If you need assistance, then use your phone to contact who you need to. But if you do decide to leave your room for any reason, then expect not to see another cruise ship room ever again. Obviously, an emergency permits you to leave the room though. Fighting is another thing that can get you into trouble. I'm not talking about a little disagreement with someone where you think they're annoying, then you walk away to cool down. I'm talking full-on punches and kicks. Everyone is there to have a good time. Just walk away if it's getting too much. This one should go without saying, but stealing. If you're caught, you'll be in trouble. It's that simple. So what will happen if you do any of this? Depending on the severity of the offense, you might get lucky and just get a warning. But if the ship deems what you've done is bad enough, you can be locked up, fined, sent home, or even banned from a cruise ship. Cruise ships and cruising in general have some pretty interesting facts. Check out this video here to find out what some of those facts are.